it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. This is I shaved yesterday, so I'm in sandpaper mode already.
Mm.
All right.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Which is kind of being weird for me right now.
Hmm. Dude, what the heck?
What?
Did it not take again?
Looks, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it did.
still saying 7 days to die.
Why are you doing this to me, Twitch? Fine, we'll update it while I'm live.
Yeah, try and do that.
Yes, Sword, I am shaved.
Yeah, Twitch is always, you know.
Sometimes it does that.
So I watch like professional, like super professional streamers, and they still have this issue. Oh, and it just changed for me. Yep,
Yeah, I
there you
decided
go.
I was trying to add tags to it to help it get a little bit more noticeable,
Yeah.
and that's probably what was messing it
Uh,
up. So,
One of the tags is first person shooter and shooter, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Morrowind is not that.
yeah. No, it sets the like each game has its own already tags.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So like that was 7 Days to Die is a
But like it says Morrowind here, and it's like,
well, yeah, because it's in first person. I don't know why it says first person shooter. It's weird. But
yeah.
I was trying to put AMA on it.
Actually, Morrowind is not hard, Steve. Morrowind is very easy.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Bows are kind of janky in this game, in Morrowind at least. They
Sword
get
and
better in Oblivion.
sword and shield.
Yep. Okay. What happened before you crashed or got attacked by the Mage's Guild because you misclicked and had to reload? So what have we gotten up to again?
Oh, we have to get the lady her thing.
Oh, flowers now. Okay.
Right? Oop. Yeah, the 4 types of flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can't do the Telvanni anti-ball.
Yeah. If we got a better, if I could get you a better sword, then probably.
Okay, so so the flowers are
Let's see. Lake Amayata, Maya, near Balmora, southeast of Balmora. Like I don't think the bow would be why it's called a first-person shooter.
no. It's because it's in first person's perspective, and I think Twitch is lazy with that.
Yeah, but it's also labeled as shooter.
Skyrat. Fucking Skyrats.
So yeah, Scamp's not out there still. Oh wait, you got rid of those.
Yeah, I used the
You
guards to
managed
get
to,
rid of those.
yeah. Which they didn't attack them; they punched them to death. You were going north of Omora.
God damn it. It said news to your stream, but okay. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks. Peaches died like a week before Thanksgiving.
Oh man.
Like she wasn't feeling good, and we were gonna bring her to the vet that day, and like she was just laying in my room, and she stopped moving.
How old
So,
was Peaches?
about 12. So about the time. Yeah.
My athletics leveled up. Back to the fighter's guild to go to sleep.
Oh, to level yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
that's fucking bullshit.
I hope you can
How
prove
may
that.
I help you, Nora?
Yeah. Like, hopefully you can find evidence that that is true and get them prosecuted for that, because that's what psychopaths do.
Fucking dark, brother. I just want to sleep.
Yeah, this is like one of the things I wanted to add mods for, but you know, where this doesn't happen at an appropriate part in the story, because there's a reason these are being sent after you. Like the High King of Morrowind is sending them after you.
Really?
Yeah, huh? Well, because it's supposed to be that these happen after the main quest,
Ah.
so the High King of Morrowind sees you as a threat. Yeah, definitely don't go on their property if they're willing to do that. Who knows what else they're willing to do? Hinata?
Yeah.
I'd stick with the agility.
Yeah, strength, agility, and endurance.
Yep. Because you're almost max endurance.
Yeah, 91 in endurance. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go close the window.
The neighbors making noises.
They're working on their porch.
Ah.
Went back.
Well, that's good. And like the vaccine, like my brother's got it, and hopefully it doesn't make you feel too bad. So I heard that's like headaches and being sore for a day is usually the norm, but hopefully, you know, not too bad.
All right, there we go.
You got raided while you were gone for the brief period.
Was that a raid or a subscription?
It says raids with party of 1.
Oh, that's Paul being Paul.
Oh, okay. Hello, more people.
But hey Wookie, how's it going? Thank you for the resubscription on your 3rd month.
Nice. Just that's right, bitch.
But hey Paul, hey Wookie, how's it going? 1 second, actually. Not what I want to do. Refresh. Paul is just Paul. Jedi, who are you and what have you done with Kuthar?
Yeah, like I told Steve, Lewis looks better with a beard. But yeah, like I don't think Paul or Wookie were here last time, so I don't know if they know who I am.
Well met.
I'm not sure. But to those who are new, this is the person talking is Mordai. He is at this point probably one of my longest or oldest friends.
We have been actual friends for 15 years. We knew each other since like we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Like him and my cousin used to hang out, and like he basically, me and Lewis didn't become friends until he started LARPing. And if you're wondering about other Scrolls stuff, I bought an Xbox to play Morrowind. I bought a 360 to play Oblivion. I have about 8,000 hours alone in Skyrim. So I play a lot of video games.
Yes. But no, actually, one of the facts that I wanted to bring up is one of the ones that you revealed to me that I thought was
What
really
is this about?
cool, is the dietary habits of the wood elves.
Oh yeah. Where it's like the Green Pact is you cannot harm the plants of Vardenfell, which is where the Wood Elves are from. But nothing says you can't eat other things
Traveler.
to the point where Wood Elves will consume the flesh of their fallen enemy and will sometimes deliberately make themselves hungry before a big fight. So they do not let anything go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
They practice ritual cannibalism. To them, it is not evil. It is just how they are, because they would rather eat each other than hurt any of the plants in Vardenfell. Because in Vardenfell, most of the very old plants are sentient, in a way.
Yes, this is
But-
such a good game.
Oh, black.
Oh yeah, Morrowind's very good, but very old. Like, it shows its age. That's why I'm waiting for that, what's it called? Morrowind Rim, where it's a remake of Morrowind in Skyrim.
Right, like the.
And from the stuff I've seen, it looks pretty interesting. I at least want to play it.
Giant flea.
Yep. But I did look up Thieves Guild stuff for Morrowind, and there's not really much lore stuff for them. It's just be a thief.
Ah,
You know, there's not like it's not like in Skyrim where it's like you work for a Daedric Lord kind of thing. Like, it's just you're a thief. Like, go steal stuff. Like, the most like important part of that is like where if you go far enough into it, you basically oppose the Fighters Guild.
ah.
Like, you can't be the Grand Master of both.
Right, that's like
Unlike
unlike Oblivion and Skyrim.
where you can't just become the leader of everyone. But some people seem to forget in Skyrim, it makes sense that your person is the leader of every faction because that's your Dragonborn. And dragons have a tendency to want to be in charge.
Yep.
So it's like, it makes sense for the Dragon Lord to be like, yes, I am in charge now. So did you come up with any more questions?
So I saw a
Eh.
thing about so there's Dunmer is the Dark Elves.
Mhm.
And then I saw a thing about Chimmer.
Chimer are what the Dark Elves used to be before they were cursed by Azura.
Okay.
They're basically high elves, basically. They
Okay.
are almost in, from what I've seen, like you see one Chimer, and actually 1.5 Chimers in this game. Because Vivek is Chimer and Dumner, and Almalexia is still stays as Chimer to oppose Azura.
Okay.
And then Sota still doesn't care. So he's just like, whatever. Like full Dumner. Because to him it doesn't matter. Like they were cursed for killing the Nerevar to be Dumner by Azura, who the Nerevar was her champion.
Okay. That was about to be my follow-up, was like, who?
Yeah, like he
What?
wore her ring, like the ring of Moon and Star. Basically being like, you're the one who is like, you're my, it's not like Skyrim where it's like, oh, you completed my quest, you're my champion. It's like no, it's like he was her chosen champion to like, do like her will upon Tamriel.
The large mouth thing. Is that
Oh,
the-
Gers.
Yeah.
Most are domesticated and are basically pack animals. But yeah, like
Figured I had a few ingredients, might as well. Got the vampire.
yeah, like if anyone else has questions, you can ask me.
Yeah.
Like some of the weirder stuff of Elder Scrolls lore, because yeah,
Okay, so I know that, the continent. Fuck you and your paralysis.
the entire continent is Tamriel.
Yep.
The planet is Nerd.
Yeah, the Nords come
Nirn.
Yeah, like the annoying singing things. The Nerds.
Oh yeah,
But like, so the Nords come from another continent,
Atmore,
which is
a continent far. It's basically like Antarctica that has since frozen over.
so kind
so
of like
basically-
the white frost of, in a sense.
Basically, yeah, where it's just like you can't go back there because everything is frozen solid. Like life cannot live there, and that's why, at least in this game, Nords are immune to ice. Like they are, but it's the idea of like they still would need things to eat, and not everything is immune to ice like them.
Right.
But yeah, like that's where like oh god, I'm blanking on his name for a second. Ysgramor
Yeah.
and his 500 champions, companions, came from. Basically, it's where the Nords came from. But there were other humans here before then.
Yeah.
Like that's just where the Nords came from.
So do you know why the Nords are called the Sky Children?
Because they were born on the Throne of the World in Skyrim.
Ah.
Like they supposedly come from Kinnereth, who is the goddess of the sky. So like, yeah, they are born from the sky because they are born from Kinnereth.
I'm not gonna win this fight.
Against that thing, probably not. Honestly, that's like yeah.
Was that like a?
It's like
Okay,
one of the
Draugr.
ash creature. It's like an ash creature. Oh no, Draugr in this game are much worse. Like the only Draugr you meet are in Solstheim,
Ah.
and they're actual Draugr, not just like undead. Like they will kick your shit in, basically. It's basically like Witcher 2 Draugr kind of thing, where it's like don't fuck with them. Like unless you're strong.
Right.
That's like one of the things I didn't like about Skyrim, where it's like I wish most undead enemies were skeletons and stuff, or zombies, and then just they kept Draugr for like the high level stuff.
Or like actually having zombies.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I wish they would have stuck with summoning undead rather than
We are being raided
The-
by Mr. Mango Killer. Hi, Mango Killer. I appreciate the raid.
Hello.
How's it going?
Just talking random facts of Elder Scrolls.
Oh, they were also playing Morrowind.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like Lewis Kuthar's only using OpenMW.
Yeah, I'm literally just making it run smoother.
And not crash every couple minutes.
Yeah.
Save.
Ironically, that just reminded me of another streamer that I watched. He did speed running of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer, and I constantly yelled at him to save. It's like, save.
Because it's like, all right, what's going to be in this box? Is it going to be the thing I need to basically finish the game, or it's just a single rupee?
Yeah. So
okay.
Thank you for the follow, Mango Killer. Welcome to the Hall of the White Raven. Alright, trying to... I may be lost. I somehow...
That's a frequent occurrence in Morrowind. That's one thing that I would say that is one thing I do not miss from this game. Yeah, he's playing vanilla, just OpenMW, with a few setting tweaks to make it a little bit more easy, a little bit more manageable for him.
Yeah, since the last time I played Morrowind was Xbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're basically doing a lore series. So if you have any questions about Elder Scrolls, my buddy Mordai, who is the other voice, can answer it.
Hello. Hopefully. Yeah, like if you're a Morrowind streamer, like I would hope like you at least know some of the lore. But like if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me and see if I can answer it. I will say the one thing though is that I don't know a lot about like the smaller stuff, like the people and stuff like that. I know more of the metaphysical stuff, like the higher end.
Okay, so I need a gold cannet, stoneflower, willow anther, and a heather. It's probably pronounced heather.
I mean, yeah, some lore is better than none, Mango, you know. But like, there's some weird lore in Morrowind.
Random person in the road.
Welcome. Please don't be shy.
But like,
I'm listening.
there's some lore in this game that they did not bring to the other ones because it like kind of very like Vivek's spear is the body part of Molag Bal. I can assume you can guess which one.
Yeah. Let's see. She got her jewels.
Oh. Yeah, she I think this guy's in Pelagia. I think.
Yeah, she literally. I imagine he might be found in Pelagia.
Yeah. She got robbed by a guy and was like, he's so handsome, I want you to tell him I wanted to meet with him. It's like, that's okay. Weird.
Not what I need, but I'll take it anyways.
Oh, yeah, like Michael Kirkbride did. Apparently, he did drugs coming up with the lore for at least the Sermons of Vivek, which are like some of the weirder parts of the lore. Like I think he is openly admitted to taking quite a few drugs and coming up with them. So it's understandable that they are very weird.
Let's see. Are there any other races that aren't technically from Tamriel outside the Nords? Do you know?
The Akaviri. The snake people. Which is basically like the people who kind of were heavily involved in the Raymond Empire.
Ah.
Yeah, I've seen people play the multiplayer for Morrowind. It's actually pretty good. Like they only had a couple little issues, but that was like years ago. So who knows what it is like now? And I mean, like playing any type of game like this, like an RPG multiplayer, would be really fun.
That's one of the reasons why I'm somewhat interested in the idea of doing like multiplayer Skyrim.
Don't. The people who worked on the multiplayer Skyrim stole a bunch of code for their program.
Ah,
So don't.
don't support the mod. Got it.
Yep. Oh yeah, like it's sad that Fallout 76 was the way it was because a Bethesda game with all their people to play with, like if I could have played with like all you guys, that would have been real fun.
I heard that 76.
It's
is
gotten
getting
a lot better. I've actually been thinking about going back and playing it again.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about getting it because I played it because it was free to play on the Xbox for a bit.
So I got it on Steam for free because I had it on BethesdaNet.
Other players with Foos wrote off.
Oh yeah, like be like, all right guys, one person is the Dragonborn.
Oh, you know me, I would probably be like, all right, we're gonna just basically, like if it was just you and me, I would be like, okay, we're playing Mordai and Kuthar, we're not even Dragonborn.
Yeah, like I very rarely play the main quest of any Bethesda game, but I think that's like what a lot of people do. They just like the world, like playing, just exploring, doing stuff.
It's because a
Like
lot
to
of
the
people,
point so much in like what was that?
people just like the very open sandbox, like.
Oh yeah, Bethesda's good at making sandbox stuff. They just need to stop cutting back on what they add in to gameplay. Like I know it's streaming and stuff. But like they have to stop removing things and just kind of keep what's there and just build upon it.
Right. CB20, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. How's your net going?
But yeah, if you want to get Fallout 76 eventually, like just tell me and I'll play with you. Then. Oh yeah, like Ragdoll for multiplayer would be so weird. Be like,
It's like, would you stop doing that?
the one thing I miss from Oblivion for combat is how when you'd hit people and kill them, they would go flying.
Oh, right.
Like that was so satisfying as playing a mage. Just hitting a group of guys and they all just go blasting away.
Drive and watch Morrowind. This is the first time I'm playing this game since I played it on the Xbox. So
Like, I don't know where he is. He's kind of lost.
No, I'm making my way back to Belmore. It's just
Okay. Any luck finding any of the flowers?
no, I found all of them.
Okay, that's good. Well, if you talk about surviving playing Morrowind, just wait till we get to Skyrim.
Oh, God.
Lewis told me I can make it really hard for him to play,
Yeah,
and that's usually how I play anyway.
yeah, he's gonna make it a survival game.
Mm-hmm. I think Morrowind's all scenic route. Be like, I'm just gonna climb this mountain.
Oh, on my solo playthrough, I did test out that the scroll.
Scroll Vicarian Flight, yeah. It's fun, and if it's basically the one tool speedrunners use.
Like,
Well
it's
beyond.
like, are you okay? Nope, I'm dead. Wait, it's a cigarette.
Yeah, like I played Morrowind
Is there
roughly
something
halfway
new?
through, like last year or so. Like to see if I was like, yeah, this is fine. Like I remember why I like it. It just I prefer
I see.
Skyrim's gameplay more
May
so
I
now.
help you?
What can
Yeah.
Khajiit do for you?
Let's see.
Also, of how many mods for Skyrim there are, and just how good they are for some of them.
I thought. Oh, I don't have the. I'm
The
gonna guess
Stoneflower.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's Stoneflower. Cool. Yeah, it's Stoneflower.
Like, I played through. I never played through Arena. Like I tried. I'm like, nope. But I did play through Daggerfall. Have you seen the one where the Jedi where it turns into the Death Star, or not the Death? Oh, Bob Ross. I saw the word Death Star and that's what I said. But it turns into Bob Ross's head, or the moon from Majora. Like I said the word Jedi and it was like Death Star. Yes, say that word.
Bob Ross just. It's like,
Oh yeah, like it's just look up and you just see his head with his big afro and be like, okay.
well, the funny part would be like to just be like have like a something accidentally happen, but it'd be a good thing. And just look up at the moon and be like, just happy little accident, isn't that right, Bob Ross? Happy little accident.
Oh, I read something like last week or so where it's what if Gordon Ramsay and Bob Ross's careers switched? It's just like Gordon Ramsay yelling at a painting as he's painting it. Then like Bob Ross in a kitchen just talking to people like it's okay, man, don't worry about it. Just just go with just cook how you want.
I don't know what show it was from, but I saw a clip today with Gordon Ramsay, and it was some kid who was a cook in a he was working to eventually open up his own bakery, and Gordon Ramsay was like, "Look, I'm gonna get your email. We're gonna exchange emails. I'm gonna pay for the next 4 years of your culinary school, and when you open your own bakery, the only
Wow.
payment I want back is a loaf of bread." And it's like.
Hmm.
That is one of
I
those
mean-
things where Gordon Ramsay comes off as a major hothead, but if
The reason, from what I've seen, the reason is that he gets mad at people who should know better. He can't get mad at a kid because they don't know that certain things are supposed to be done certain ways.
yeah, that was the thing, is that this was a college kid,
Oh, yeah.
so it was just he knew he was in a bad situation, so
Like if you think Gordon Ramsay's a dick, watch him interact with children.
exactly, you watch him interact with any sort of kid, and you're
And he is completely different.
it's like a switch flips.
Well, he does have kids.
Oh
So it
no,
makes sense.
the funny thing is, his daughter has a TikTok, and she made one where it was it's like when dad cooks, and she's just like, it's so boring, and then it's like when mom cooks, and she's dancing around, and it's like, that's hilarious. Because I would imagine that it's like he's making something really good, but it's just
Like, yeah,
boring.
I don't imagine. Like, how would it be growing up with a professional chef as a parent?
Right.
Like, eating that kind of food would probably get boring. You know? Be like, yep, okay.
Fran, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it.
Rainbow bits.
Yep.
Be like, all right, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna go to McDonald's.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay does have a TikTok, and he actually went to a fast food restaurant in England. Like, it was one that I don't know.
Oh, like one of the local ones, probably.
Yeah, but it was hilarious because he's like, he's like ordering, and it's like, does it have mustard on it? It's like, yes. English or French? And it's like, American? And he's like, hmm.
Oh, it's yellow mustard. Be like, I don't know the difference. I know honey mustard, regular mustard, and Dijon mustard. Be like, I don't know what those are from, but that's what they're called.
Exactly. Be like, dude, I don't know. I'm not paid enough to know.
Like, sir, this isn't Arby's.
Oh, hey, look,
It's
Stoneflower.
because his fatigue was so low. Fatigue. Oh, that's Stoneflower. Yep. There you go. Fatigue affects everything in combat, even magic. If you have like no fatigue, you can. It's really hard to do most things.
Also, agility. That's
But
part of the reason.
Fatigue is more of like an active influence on it.
Fran, thank you for the more bits. What are
And
you
100
laughing
more
at?
bits.
Oh god, you're not in a group chat right now.
I mean, like, if you play an alchemist in an Elder Scrolls game, you can make something that makes monster look like nothing. Be like, here's a potion of infinite energy.
You gotta be careful with that, though. If you go too far, it becomes an infinite negative energy.
Not in Morrowind.
Oh. That bug doesn't appear in Morrowind?
I mean, it does, but that number is much higher.
Oh, like, oh god.
Like, it's got to be in like the billions kind of thing.
Alright.
Save the game.
Save game, yep. We now have all the items. I should save the game so I don't mess up.
Oh, yeah, the Oblivion duplication glitch is great. Like, I will admit I've done that plenty of times because back then, when I played it originally, I cheated a lot in games, which I've since grown out of. I've actually gotten to the point where I make games harder.
Yeah, no, I tend to fight people on, because in an update in 7 Days to Die, when you're doing a quest, if you go to the location of the quest, you can get everything out of the place,
Oh yeah, and it respawns everything.
and it respawns. Yeah, so it's one of the things that I try to not to do, but that potion of fatigue is really working. It's barely
Well,
keeping my
because if you
fatigue.
stand still, it would work better.
It's also the fact that I don't remember how to switch off run. I know if I hold
Oh, yeah.
shift, I walk.
If people complain about alchemy being broken in Skyrim, have never played Oblivion or Morrowind.
Mm-hmm. No, I did. That's why it's like I didn't play Morrowind enough to remember. Not to mention back in the day, you know, I was very much, "Yeah, I'm just going sword and shield and that's all I'm doing." Which, I mean, it's kind
I'm
of
guessing the rubber band was to cheat to gain stealth by having your controller pushed down forward.
that's what I did for Oblivion back when I lived in Caledonia.
Yeah.
But that was also because I turned stealth into one of my skills that wouldn't help me level up, so it was just like, and we're gonna level this up a bit and then go level this up a lot, go level.
Yeah. Like, that's also one of the mods I get for Skyrim, where basically you get to the point where you can only increase a skill 2 times per level once you reach like a certain max. And skills do not directly result in gaining levels. Like it's like in it's more like Fallout, where it's like
You have to
exploring places and completing quests give you XP. Like leveling up skills is like a separate thing you do. But then, like once you reach a skill cap, you can't level that skill up until you gain another level, which then you can get 2 more levels in it.
Oh no.
Hello.
Why?
Atlan.
You don't need to grind jumping in Skyrim.
Oblivion.
There's no acrobatic skill. Like, why would you need to jump a lot in Skyrim?
Gaming chair.
Yeah, I think now you can do a main quest mission.
There's like 16 other people who commented on this. Oh no.
Giant sewer. The last rat UC doesn't aggro, so you can technically max out sneak before entering the. Huh.
Yeah, like it's like that for Skyrim and Oblivion. Morrowind, I think there is. Like, there's that area where you're by 2 guys and you can go into the other room. Oh yeah, but like if you're talking about like athletics in Morrowind or Oblivion, yeah, just jump everywhere. Or use the trick I did, where what it is you get a spell of damage a skill by like 100 for like 5 seconds on self. Find the master trainer,
Friend.
cast the spell, and train.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
I need
Because your skills like at 0, so it's going to cost almost nothing, and you can get like 4 or 5 levels in, exit out, recast the spell, do it again. You can train like very cheaply to level 100 because those trainings still take effect. Like even through the negative buff.
here.
Like that's what I used to do.
Good friend.
Well, because some skills are very tedious to level up.
Well, that's part of the reason why in Oblivion, because I don't like the tumble lock.
Mm. Like I just get the skeleton key and just crank auto attempt.
Nope. Alteration.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Either or, they both work really well. Like honestly, once you get your lockpicking to 100, there's no point in using lockpicks. But you can probably go back to Cassius and get a quest.
Barter.
Yeah, this guy's got a Daedric weapon.
I also have got the Dark Brotherhood armor to sell since we don't use light armor,
Yeah,
which will get us a lot.
and
of
it's
money.
worth a bit. Yeah.
Also, the Ebon Dart.
Ebony Dart. Yep. Let me check to make sure that's not part of a quest. Is acquirable by killing a Dark Brotherhood assassin that disrupts you while you sleep during the main quest line. Because the enemy tends to be used ranged weapons melee. You just kill the assassin before they can strike either through. Okay, you killed him fast enough to get some. And yeah, so you can sell it.
Okay.
It just gotten from the Dark Brotherhood guy.
Just look
I think
at-
all he has is light armor.
Not surprising. Yeah. And I don't think there's any way I could get enough to get 9,000.
Oh, no. Yeah, that would be a good one right now. Because, like, you could use the sword itself, but if you really wanted to fight a guy, you could do the bound sword spell. Why are you buying a bowl?
It's a mission for the cat lady.
Oh, okay. I'm like, huh?
Okay. We need to reduce because he does not have that much gold.
You can see what scrolls he's got. And buy some stuff off him.
He does not have anything. Like
Oh,
he has.
okay. That you can afford at least.
Yeah. So she's like, all right, let's sell some stuff and get some stuff back, and
But yeah, like the most interesting part of the Thieves Guild in Morrowind is like the end reward is the skeleton key. You know, like the standard thing for a Thieves Guild.
Right.
But fortunately, in Morrowind, it's not as good as it is in other games. It's basically a Grandmaster lockpick that eventually breaks, but it has the most health out of all of them.
Okay.
How do you do?
So like it does break eventually. Unlike, in the other games.
Stolen reports. Need your help. Stolen your report on the properties of local. Knows he did not leave the Mage's Guild, so the report must be nearby.
Our sugar is yours, friend.
Oh, okay.
I suppose I have a moment. What is All right then, I'm listening.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to remember. This guy's upstairs, right?
She's was the lady in gold robes right there.
Oh, that's the one she has a bet with?
Mm-hmm. But no. You have to go upstairs. She comes down here so you can steal the stuff.
Ah.
Because people in Morrowind don't move. Well, most people. Some do. I would say save and try and steal all this stuff up here.
I want to find the scroll first.
Apparently, you have a very relaxing voice, Lewis.
Well, I mean, I'm okay.
Like, I had to listen to our last, the first stream I did with you to, like, see if I still hated my voice. And I'm like, oh, good, I don't. Because I remember, like, in college, I had to record my voice quite a few times to do, like, multimedia program stuff. I'm like, I hate my fucking voice. Like, I hate it. Like, I hate listening to myself talk when I'm being recorded.
Right. Okay, so the scroll I don't think is here.
I think you have to leave. Maybe. Because I remember that being like a thing. Because like it had to check the quest description and see what it says.
Oh, yeah. Thinks that goat was stole it. I should look around the Mage's Guild and for reports and return them. So it might not even be her.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a locked chest that I can't get into.
Mm-hmm. Which it's locked. What? I can't tell.
90.
One of the people here sells a unlock scroll, not unlock spell, which I would recommend buying at least.
Okay, that is something we should go at.
I think it's the orc lady,
Your actions show.
and I think it's a 50 point.
What you want.
No, it's in spells.
No.
Nope. Then it's probably the high elf.
Okay. Her?
How may I help you?
No, her.
The lady in blue, I think. She's a Bosmer.
I see you. Hello.
Yes, Outlander.
No.
What do you want?
Lady in blue. Lady.
Just so you know, it's not going to be called like an open spell. Like some of them have weird names.
So is the bound spell like in other games?
Kinda, but like in it also, the bound weapons also fortify your skill by 10,
Oh.
so
Okay.
it's kind of okay.
Okay, I was just
I'm
wondering.
listening, please go ahead. Hello,
But it's not like a
Outlander.
ghost weapon.
I hope you won't.
Like it's an actual
How
physical,
do you do?
weapon that's temporary there.
Hmm. Jump with slow fall. That's good.
Yeah.
open 40 to 60 points.
Not strong enough for her thing, but yeah. I think I just remembered where the stuff is. Remember where the beds are?
Yes.
In that like little walled off area? Behind one of the dressers, I think.
Do you want something?
Got it.
That was literally just from my head. Like I'm 100% honest here, people.
Warm day.
I did not look that up. I just remembered it.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, think. What's the thing you have to do? Like
See,
that's
oh,
how
there's 2 of them.
weird my brain is. Like I'm just like, why did I remember this?
There's 2 of them apparently.
Oh, shit.
Well, now I know.
Hello, Outlander.
Yeah, like they're actually hidden. I remember that one.
What do you do?
What is your business here?
If my business is finding something.
I see you. Hello. Do you need something?
I think they might be upstairs. What I think is that they're in that area with like all the bags and stuff. If that's where I'm thinking it is.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Like, if I could prove to you people that I don't have like the wiki open and shit and I'm looking at it,
Do
Like,
you want something?
yeah,
from me?
like that's literally me just being like, okay, think
Warm.
about what I did like 10 years ago in this game. Okay. I will honestly say I hate it. I hate that my brain remembers this. And then like there's other things like I get lost very easily in the real world. Like if you ask me where things are, I will not remember. But if you want to know where certain things are in certain games, I'm like it's there. Like I legitimately hate that I still remember this.
You mean like how I remember where certain things are in certain games?
Oh yeah, like we're just like, why do I still remember this? What part of my brain remembers this? Like
Only except
it is 100% like I've said before, Lewis. It's like I don't choose what my brain remembers. It just happens.
so apparently I can't go any further.
Yep, you have to train your skills up a bit more.
Go ahead.
Alright.
So
Outlander.
I'd say
What do you
go
need?
and do some main quests. Which I think you have to go back and talk to Caius. That's for Solstein.
Okay. Nope, that's
Okay, I know what those words are. I do not know them in that order. What does that mean?
yeah,
Tech or Metal Behemoth Gate?
I'm gonna guess it's something to do with Arc.
Like I've said before, like I played like maybe like a dozen hours or so with Adam. Stopped after he killed my dinosaur
Speaking
twice.
of the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam. Can you tell people why I stopped playing Ark?
Well, friend, what brings you here?
I need to find for one of the quests. I need to find somebody in the Fighters Guild.
Stay out of
Okay.
trouble and you'll have
We've
none
gone on
to
kind of a
lose.
tangent here for a little bit, but
Um,
yeah, okay, yeah. I'm willing to accept the loss. I'm not willing to accept that fact that you kept doing it. I can understand once, not twice.
oh, a mission to Dwemer Ruins.
Yep, go find a Dwemer box in Dwemer Ruins.
There's one nearby.
Tidings, citizen.
Okay. Alright, time to mess with alchemy for a little bit. Before
Yeah,
I
definitely make as many restore fatigue potions as you can. Even being a warrior, it's helpful. You might have to go buy some.
What I've learned that even if I don't know the properties,
Oh, nice. Yeah, like you can still use them. Like one of the things I liked about in alchemy for Oblivion was once you became a master, you could make stuff from one ingredient, and it was always the first ingredient ability. So you could just be like, just find stuff that restores health for the first one, and that was like all you needed. But then there was also a item in one of the DLCs for Oblivion where it added in a heart you can get that the first effect was vampirism disease.
yeah,
So you can literally make a potion that gives you vampirism. And that's usually how I became a vampire in Oblivion. So like I would label it and be like, when I'm ready, I'll drink this and become a vampire. I'm not sure what he has settings for the autosave stuff, but I would say even 15 minutes or 10. You're talking to a person who saves before they go into any door.
the only autosave that there is when rest.
Yeah. Which you can rest anywhere. Like you can wait. I think that doesn't count though. Waiting.
No, you have to actually rest.
Yeah. Like in a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't miss from older games either. It's just how like loose it was for saving, where it's just like, well, you just lost like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only thing I don't like about Fallout 4 survival, where it's like you have to sleep to save, and I'm like, no, I hate that. How prone Bethesda games are to crashing. In general, be like, no, I don't want like an hour's worth of work to just be undone by the game crashing.
Exactly. Let's see, what do you have for magic? Short blades, got it.
So yeah, definitely say get a magic sword if you can.
32, 24, okay. Well, I do have one. It's a spark, so it does shock damage.
Hmm.
Offer. Train me. No, if we're going to talk
What
to
can I do for you, friend?
anybody about training, be the person that I can get training for block.
Yeah, since you didn't make that a skill.
Yeah. I made that mistake. But that's what makes this a bit...
I lost track of what we were talking about. Hinata, what did you do in Skyrim?
And did it with... Oh, saving.
Oh, yeah. Like, I will be in mid-conversation and forget what we were talking about.
Seen it happen.
Like, yeah, let's say, yeah, Lewis has seen the idea of what we were talking about leave my brain as we were talking.
It's okay. It happens to me too.
I'd be like, stop. Say the last thing you said.
Yeah, and
Try and like restart my memory.
and that's usually where the problem is, where it's like, say the last thing you said. Fuck.
You're like,
Okay. Did he say where the dormer? Nearby.
I can look it up real quick for you, if you want.
Yeah, just give me a general direction. Sword, I don't need to be a zombie. We have zombies to fight tomorrow.
It is northeast of Monmouth Legion Fort. So, Monmouth Legion Fort is. If you use Umsavi intervention there, I think it'll bring you there.
I haven't seen that before.
Not Umsavi, sorry. Divine intervention. Divine.
Hey, Curly.
Just,
No,
I know more people.
I'm just walking.
Wealth beyond
Okay.
measure.
I
Yep.
know, but
Just fort. And it is northeast.
how's it going, Curly? How you been? I'm doing good. I shocked everybody because I shaved.
And God forbid.
You know it's not going to take very long. You've seen me. It's like, shave. Couple
Yeah,
days
it's just
later,
like,
beard.
yeah.
That's why it's like, it's only been a day. Well, it wasn't even a day. It was...
Baby Kuthar. But yeah, like it takes a long time for my beard to even start looking good. But then by then I hate it, and I want to.
Yeah. Well, you're also very minimalistic, so...
Yeah.
You like to keep your head shaved and your face shaved because then you don't have to deal with it.
I wish I had no hair. But to be honest, I also wish I was just a ball of energy that existed and had to do nothing.
Dude, I wish Baby
Like-
Kuthar was bald. Well, the
Like
youngest
that's how
pic-
much I'm a. Yeah.
the youngest picture I remember of seeing myself was probably like 6 months old, and I had a giant head of hair.
My baby pictures, I'm blonde. And I mean blonde, blonde.
Fair enough. I was
Yeah.
blood red hair.
Mm.
Well, not blood red hair, but bright red hair. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Like
oh,
red, red.
you're a ginger. It's like, yes, I am.
Dwemer ruins are quite a bit different looking than they are in other games, which they aren't in Oblivion. Like, there's no Dwemer stuff other than the armor in Oblivion.
Oh, back
But,
when he's talking about when I had buzz cuts.
Oh. Yeah.
Bridge with
Yep. See those things on the right? No, across the bridge.
that.
Like those towers. Yep. Those are Dwemer ruins.
Kim is asking that I do a stretch break, so give me a second. I'm gonna turn off my
No problem.
cam and for a second and mute. So I will be back in just a second.
Yeah, like I was born roughly 3 months premature. So yeah. Like I think I weighed like 4 pounds, 5 pounds, if that. And now I weigh over 300 pounds. So it's kind of like I made up for it.
step away for a second and I get hit with stretches and hydrates.
Well, that's what they said. It's like the Loading Ready Run guys I watch, where it's like drink super oxygenated water. It's H2O2, and it's like then it cuts to a scientist just being like, you can't have people drink pure hydrogen peroxide. And it's like, it's rocket fuel for you.
Okay, who are you? Why are you? Why?
Careful. He's just an asshole. You know, kind of frequent in games. I gotta ask you something, Lois. Have you played a game where you killed nothing?
Oh, where killing is an option, and
No. Where there is no option. Where that's not a part of the game.
where killing is not a part of the game.
Where the act of killing something is not is zero part of the game. Yeah. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, just how prevalent that is, even in like simple games, or games that are meant to be oh, you just do this and build and stuff, like Minecraft. It's you kill a lot of stuff in Minecraft. I was playing Satisfactory a little while ago. It's you kill quite a bit of things in Satisfactory.
Technically, in if you play 7 Days to Die without zombies, and you get the ability to grow plants, you can go without killing anything.
I meant more
where
a game does not have it.
Mechanic.
Zero. I've only ever played one. Gone Home.
Yep. I remember I played that, and that kind of got to me because I was like, this is kind of weird.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Dyson Sphere program. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are dying building that Dyson Sphere, Adam. There's a switch on the outside somewhere that'll open it. It's like a little gear. If you think construction accidents are bad on Earth, there you go. Imagine them in space. Oh, just so you know, you have to be quick enough to get into there.
Oh.
Yes, he shaved.
Yes, King, I did shave.
There you go.
It's because specifically the under part of my beard, got really dry and tough, and so.
Yeah, board games. But I meant more video games in general, because there's some stuff I've been watching where it's they're discussing the idea of removing killing from video games and how against that some people seem to be for certain things. Because of how prevalent that seems to be in most games.
Right.
Technically there's killing in chess. You kill the people the pieces you take away. Now they're calling you an imposter.
See what you're made of.
Hold still.
It's more. I was talking about video games in general because of just how
Kerbal Space Station.
Adam, you cannot tell me you have not deliberately killed Kerbals before. I've seen the stuff you build.
So I.
You can call it industrial accident all you want.
Oh.
It's no, those men were lost in the line of duty, blown up on the platform because I misplaced a bolt.
Does hunting for food count? Yes, that's one of the things we were talking about.
Yeah, any killing.
Any killing.
Like even like hunting games or survival games. Like imagine a game where it was a survival game where there was nothing else other than things you had to find to eat. Like there was no other animals or no other people. It was just about surviving. Like I played 7 Days that I like that, where I'm like I turn off all zombies, I turn off all animal spawns, and I'm just like survive. But yeah, we've gone on a big tangent right here again. This one's my fault. Because it's like, just so people know, that might not know, I have a degree in game design that I've never used, but I do have it.
If they remove it from life, maybe they tackle bigger. Definitely.
No, you don't want that. There's an SCP based on that idea. You don't want that. Okay, let's remove death. Nothing dies? Okay. Within a couple decades, there's nothing but insects.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, there is a literal SCP based on the idea of, like, what if death doesn't happen anymore? It's like, oh, that's good. It's like, no, it's not.
You don't want the purge to be real either, because guess what? The purge is made to kill poor people.
Yeah, the purge is meant to kill off the lesser people so the 1% can live freely. That's literally what the whole point of the movie is.
Yeah. Killing, not death. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, make it so people are incapable of killing anything.
Well, that's why like it goes back to your wish that it's like.
Oh yeah, like if I could have one wish, it would be that all humans had a strong sense of empathy that they can never lose. How many problems do you think that would solve?
Exactly.
That's also one wish I definitely would not want. I do not want to be immortal. Because I understand the concept of eventually this planet will not be around anymore. And what if humans don't gain the capacity to go to other planets?
The other thing is that we talked about this.
Can you handle floating in space for billions of years, Steve?
No, the issue is eventually you'll get put, because you're immortal, you will eventually run into this situation you can't get out of.
Oh yeah, like becoming immortal means there is a 100% chance that you will fall into a situation where you cannot escape. Like I said, like eventually, like you will be stuck in space floating because the sun will have destroyed itself. Like if you're just immortal in the sense that you will not die of old age, yes. But if like you can be killed, then maybe. But if like nothing can kill you, you'd be like, no. Yeah. It's like that episode of Superman, the animated series, where I forget what's that guy who used to be a caveman.
Oh,
Don't ask me what his name is. I will not know.
that's why it's killing me, because I should know.
Yeah, but it's like the idea of like he used to be a bad guy, but he's been on Earth by himself for so long that he's like, I just want to stop.
Yeah, like Superman accidentally gets sent forward in time, and it's like,
Yeah. Where he's like, for a while, I thought of building a rocket myself and escaping this planet, and he's like, after long enough time, it just stopped because he's like, this is my prison. I deserve this.
thank you, Magic Space Rock, for giving me immortality.
Yeah, it's like, and the end of the episode is him seeing the present change to what it's supposed to be, and him being glad. Where it's like, so you will not be the same person forever, no matter what you think. Like you're not even the same person from day to day, kind of thing.
Well, that's actually one of my. That's why, in Doctor Who, Matt Smith's change is one of my favorites, because he literally is like, we're all stories and we're constantly changing.
They talk about in the Dark Crystal, the series, where it's like every living thing is a song, and it's like, when will your song be done, kind of thing, where it's like what will you say in your song and when will it be done? Like, I've always seen it where it's like human life is like a math equation that is constantly added to that equals you at your current moment. Like, everything in your life adds up to what you are. And I think you can understand that as a thing, Lewis. Seeing like how you used to be.
Yeah. I am a good person now. I was not a good person back then.
I'm not a good person now, but that's me saying that, so I don't know.
I consider you to be neutral.
Well, at least there's that. Like, I discussed this with like Brittany last week, and she's like, "No, you're a fine person." I'm like, okay.
The issue is though is that a person will never view themselves like if they view themselves as as being the best, there's a chance that there's something off with them.
Yeah, like a person should always be willing to admit either when they're wrong or their flaws.
That's why one of the sayings that gets said a lot is practice makes perfect. Is that somebody actually came up with a changing for it? It's like practice makes progress. Because no matter how good you are, you will never be perfect because something will always change.
Well, that I can't remember what the name of the idea is. It's the where it's like a person who understands a little bit about something with a certain mindset will think they know everything about it. But as they gain more and more knowledge of it, their belief of what they think is there will go down. And then eventually, as they keep mastering that ability, you'll start going back up. But I forget what it's called.
This is too easy.
Like there's like someone made it, and they came up with the idea, and they called it something. I just can't remember what it is.
But okay.
But it's the idea of like a person who's like, "Oh, I understand this," and they're like an idiot kind of thing. Where like it's like, "Oh, I did like a 2-minute research on this. I understand it."
Exactly.
No, you don't.
Let's see.
Like, I'm a person who prides themselves in learning a new thing every day.
That's a trap door.
Yeah, and there's actual traps in this game, and you can't use the lockpick thing to get it. You have to have a trap one.
I can't remember what it's called. As you become experienced, you realize how little you actually know.
Yeah, but it's the idea of like once you get to a certain part, it starts going back up again. But yeah, I think I've talked to you about it, Adam. I just don't remember what it's called. So have you found the puzzle box?
Not yet.
All right. I mean, a light spell would have been really helpful here. I like how you're like, all right, strip this corpse, dispose of it, throw their clothes in the ground.
All right.
Like, out of context of a game, you seem like a crazy person.
Well, yeah, because it's like trying to get rid of the bodies so that way my game is.
Yeah, because if people aren't aware, bodies are permanent and are saved to the save file, which means if you keep enough of them, eventually your save becomes too big to work. At least that's how it used to work. I don't know if it's how it is now. Well, Kuthar is a warrior, and killing is what he does.
I fight.
But I'm also a necromancer, so killing is literally what I do.
But what was I thinking about?
I think you were coming up with a question or something.
Yep. So, like with the Dunmer and the Chimmer or
Chimer.
Are there any races that have a alternative like that, where it's like?
Technically, the Iliads from Cyrodiil became the Bretons, but that was more of a natural thing. Like, there's no curse, like altered curse form kind of thing.
Okay.
That at least I can think of, like off the top of my head. Like, there's plenty of races that you don't play in any of the other. Like, there's just the main 9. But, like, imagine an Elder Scrolls game where you can play as a Slode. Where, if people don't know, those are giant slug creatures that are basically the best necromancers in Tamriel. Like, they are master thrall makers. Because, you know, they're giant, fat slugs that can barely move around. So, of course, they want thralls to do what they need done.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm going to find a picture of a Slode and I'll post it into chat so people can see. Because they're... And there's an item, at least in Morrowind, for alchemy called Slode Soap, where people are like, is it made from Slode or made for Slode? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not made for Slode because Slodes are filthy, disgusting creatures. And I don't see them washing themselves.
Right.
And they
I
are
still
very
have
fat.
you. Okay.
So it makes sense that they would be able to make a lot of soap from one of their bodies.
Save.
So did you find the box yet?
Nope. But I found a place that I need to cross, but I don't have an acrobatics high enough.
That's what a Slode looks like.
Oh, is there any way that,
I could send it to you in Discord if you want.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that no one else, you have that thing blocked.
Yep. So send it to me on Discord and I'll see if I can post it myself.
Yep. There you go.
Copy link.
But yeah, it's like they're definitely Slode Soap is definitely not made for them. They are fat, disgusting slug creatures that literally are master plague masters. So they definitely don't clean themselves, but they are very fat, and fat is what you use to make soap. So it makes sense that Slode Soap is made from them, not for them.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna. I think I have to switch to from Streamlabs to actual.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If anything,
hopefully that will lead you guys to where you need to go.
Yep.
I'll click it. Yep, it does exactly what I needed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I clicked on it, it worked. So there you go, everyone. That's what a Slode looks like.
Okay. Don't fucking kill me, spell.
Like, they are known as, like some of the best necromancers on Tamriel. Basically, yeah.
I did it.
But imagine if Jabba was actually, like, magically powerful.
I don't know if I screwed myself over by doing this jump, but...
You made it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I used the Icarus flight spell.
That was... Yeah, I just saw that. That's very janky, like how you just, like, slammed against the roof. Like, alright, let's use this master jump spell inside, and you're dead. Like, in reality,
that's why I was worried about it, because I'm like, am I gonna make it out of this?
Like, well, you have another one, don't you?
I have 2 more. So if I need to cross back over, I have a way to cross back over.
You can cross from the other side, I think, where you can just jump down.
Okay.
Like, that was probably the most unorthodox use of that scroll, but it worked. No, those don't work. The elevators do not work. I would say the only thing that works in Morrowind dormer rooms are the constructs. You can equip that too, the lantern. If you want a light instead of a shield. There you go. I mean, it's not the best, but... are you still looking for the box?
Yes.
It's by the entrance. I do, like, I'm gonna wait till he gets to the very end and tell him, because it's literally right by the entrance. It's on a shelf near the entranceway.
Son of a bitch.
But it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to come here and kill these guys. because that's like like the first time you play this game, you're probably not because it's a small box on a shelf.
All right.
That's kind of like I think it's like observatory.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I could probably get up there. Nope, I can't get up there.
Yeah, I'd see. I think if you climb up on one of the side things and jump, you should make it. Like one of the railings. No, on the from the lava pit.
Oh,
Like if you get up on the side railings and jump, you should make it because it'll give you just enough height. I forget which side though. Did you get yourself stuck?
possibly.
If you're actually stuck, I can help you get out.
Got it.
Okay.
I just gotta get up.
Yeah. If not, you can just use it as a scroll again. I don't see you using it for anything other than this, really. I would say, though, since you're good at alteration, try to find a levitate spell when you get back to town.
Okay.
Because levitate would just make this, much easier.
Yo.
Oh, there you go.
Yup.
Oh. I think you're screwed, Lewis.
Well, that's why we saved before we jumped.
Yep. Yeah, just load.
There we go. I say
All right.
back to the entrance.
Yeah, it's like on a shelf near the starting area. Yeah. But it's like, why wouldn't you come in here and do it's a dungeon. Clear the dungeon.
Exactly. It's
Like, the point of the game is to play it.
okay.
But yeah, I've been trying to think, and other than the Dumner for cursed races, like that were altered. Oh, duh! I'm a complete fucking idiot. The Orzammar. Boethia literally turned the Chimer into the Osmer, the orcs, by eating Malakath, or not technically not Malakath, Trinimac. Trinimac was eaten by Boethia, and excreted, and became Malakath, thus creating all orcs. So technically, a Daedra Lord has created other races before. All right, see you, Adam.
All right. Have a good one, man. You and your mind magics.
Yeah, fucking scions.
I mean, to be fair though, the current D&D campaign that we're in is literally showing me exactly how awesome they are.
Well, it's like that for any mage, really. If you know what you're doing, like, there's a lot of shit you can do. And I'll be honest, it's like that in Morrowind too. Like, where if you get really good at magic, there's a lot of shit you can fucking do. I would say take the lantern out so you can see. It's also weird in this how a
died.
piece of Dwemer scrap is an alchemy ingredient.
But you said it was on a shelf at the beginning?
Yeah, like it's like on a, like just a shelf, like a shelf.
Did I literally, like, is it like... anyways,
But yeah, like the Dumner and the Orzammar, the orcs, are cursed races. It's not that close to the entrance. It's like on a shelf.
torch.
Oh, there you go. Those would have helped. And since you've cleared this place out, you can equip one.
But yeah, so I know in this game, skooma is way worse.
It's just stronger. Like it's an actual drug. Like it has positive effects and negative effects. One of the side negative effects is merchants will not interact with you if you have some in your inventory. Well, because it's illegal.
Fair enough.
So, that and moon sugar.
So I know that it tends to be tied with Khajiit. Is there a reason for that?
Don't know the exact reason, but it's just that it has a different effect on Khajiits than it does on other people.
Oh.
It's like catnip to them.
I-
It's just something that, you know, it's like, but like a Khajiit can still develop an addiction to it.
Right. Okay. So
It's just, it doesn't act the same way on them. Moon sugar, not like skooma.
right.
Like
Skooma
moon sugar
is
for them, it's just like
catnip.
something they do. Like it's basically like getting drunk in modern society, where it's like, yeah, he just has some moon sugar. But like skooma is basically like, it's basically like the difference between someone eating poppy leaves and someone doing heroin. So it's like, even like the Khajiit are like, yeah, don't do skooma.
Okay.
Or at least originally.
Okay. I
Where it's
see
like, this is a hard drug, you do not do this. It's like in Fallout 2, where Jet was permanently addictive. There was no known cure for Jet addiction. And the creator of it deliberately made it that way. Where he's like, yeah, I'm fine with that, I don't care. It's like, that's what I want.
Okay. Where is the shelf?
I'm trying to see where, like,
Like it's on a shelf.
box. It's in the cells of Hollow Hand.
Okay.
So that's yep. There you go. I'm literally looking at a picture that looks like that. So you're in the right area.
Steady.
That's you.
Okay.
A little tougher. But
Hey, he has some unlocking scrolls. You are over encumbered. No shit.
well, you picked up a lot of armor.
You can see heavy armor.
There's also a skill book in here for acrobatics.
I'm still over encumbered because of all the.
He did give you armor.
No, he also had Dwemer
Oh yeah,
stuff. That yes,
it's very heavy and you cannot sell because it's also illegal.
Oh, so like the Dwemer coins.
Drummer, I'm not sure about drummer coins, but drummer artifacts, yes.
Okay, we'll see about the coin. The coins are only half, like not even half
Yeah.
a pound. So
Like cogs and stuff, it's illegal to deal in them. At least for the Empire.
okay. So wait, so Dwemer stuff is technically illegal.
Well, tomb raiding is technically illegal, so yeah, kind of like that, where it's like these are protected sites, kind
Puzzle
of thing.
box.
'Cause- there you go. See, yeah, it's literally just like right there.
Just
Like,
the
how
fact
would you
that
s-
I didn't go into that door.
Yep. Like, there's an area further down where you can get the Dwemer ghosts.
The Dwemer what?
Ghosts.
Oh,
Well, you gotta remember, Dwemer used to live around here. Why would there not be ghosts of them from before?
right.
Which technically, Dwemer are not dwarves. They're elves.
Yeah. No, if they have the name Mur in their name, they're technically elves.
Mm-hmm. Like, they're called dwarves because the first people to interact with them were giants. And they're like, yes, dwarf person.
Like literal giants?
Mm-hmm. Like the giant race. Which in other games were
Intelligent.
like, intelligent. Well, because in like the Elder Scrolls Online, there's a lady who's like one of the main people. She's half giant,
Oh.
and she's like almost 8 feet tall, and like fucking huge. And like in Daggerfall, there was languages for a bunch of different races that you can interact with if you got their disposition high enough.
Oh. So like in Daggerfall there was actually like a language system?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't implemented very well, you know, like most things in Daggerfall, but it was there.
Daggerfall.
Like,
ambitious, but
Yeah, a game map so big, no game has matched it yet.
I still...
It is real life the size of Britain.
So mess. Like, it's awesome, but it's messed
Like,
up at the same time.
England, like the island. What is it? What's it called?
Great Britain.
Like Great Britain. It's actual size of Great Britain, like size-wise. There's nothing in it, and it's all randomly generated. But it's still that. It's basically saying, other than Minecraft, Minecraft is like the size of like hundreds of planets.
Yeah. All right, Sword. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you later.
Yeah, tomorrow we've got second Horde night.
Mm. So have you been discussing with people about me being the bad guy for the next 7 days campaign?
So, yeah, as much as people like it, most don't want to. So,
Okay, I can understand that. Yeah,
which is why I'm like,
but
okay.
we can do the idea that you've had, where I just go after you.
Exactly, where it's just like, no one attack Andy, but you all can attack, or he can attack me, and I have to attack him.
But it's also the idea I would be like, yeah, you guys can attack me if you want. I don't care. And I won't attack you back, kind of thing. Like, it would just be like, I flee. Like, you guys can defend Lewis.
So if it's like start shooting at him, it's just like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
We'll have to see how the new
Update is, yeah.
it is best I don't attack other players for reasons. And Kuthar the duck is being a dick. Or douche.
Context?
Hinata named one of her ducks after me.
Oh. That's neat. Ducks are neat.
Ironically, Lily, we went to a friend's place and they had ducks and chickens, and she actually went up to the cage and was kind of poking at them. Which was really interesting, since one Easter my dad had ducks inside the house because they were like, you know, newborns, and
Was she scared of them?
freaked out.
Oh, she might have been too young for that.
True. They also had a rabbit too, and she was like, bunny. And I was like, is it gonna bite her? It's like, no, that rabbit is actually more afraid of everybody else.
But yeah, like Jedi, there's also a reason I usually don't play the bad guy for stuff.
Because you're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. That's why it's like, it would only be me. Hi,
Yeah, like,
how's it going? Like, dick. You usually do this.
me, Lewis, and everyone, like a couple other people, played that Pandemic game, and it's like it's a cooperative game where like everyone plays together to like to cure all the diseases. I'm like, I'm not. I'm literally the bad guy in this situation. But yeah, like I played Pandemic as if it was me versus everyone else, and everyone else didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like doing stuff like that.
Which is funny because like I don't mind that. I actually am one of those people where it's like I might be like, you fucking dick, but
Like,
that's about it.
yeah,
Because it's like it's the natural reaction. It's you're the bad guy. I'm going to.
How
Well,
does the
friend,
day
what
greet
brings
you,
you
friend?
yeah. Someone's got to be the bad guy. I basically equate it to like I'm a secret cultist of the 12 Monkeys. Which technically in the movie doesn't make. If you actually watch that movie, that doesn't fit properly, but whatever. I do not own Dead by Daylight. Wait, is that the zombie one or the killer one?
That's the killer one where you have 4 people in the killer.
Oh, yeah. I don't own that game.
I
I've seen it played,
don't own
and
it.
definitely seems like the kind of game that, like if I got used to playing it, I'd probably be pretty good at it, being the bad guy. Because I'm very good at anticipating what people will do, which is really bad for a serial killer. Yeah, see, he's like, I don't buy those. But I guess it's
I'm not gonna buy anything else because I'm still like super overweight. But the point is,
yeah. Any more questions? Keep them coming. Oh yeah, online toxicity is a common enough feature where it's just like, yeah, it's understandable why someone would stop playing game for that reason. That's why I avoid playing multiplayer games in general. Is I don't want my game experience ruined by someone that's outside my control.
exactly. Well, we're almost maxed out on endurance. We got
Nice.
7 more points. Strength is up to 73.
Not bad.
And we got agility up to 42.
No, we are not playing the multiplayer mod
No.
because Kuthar wanted to go through this single player by himself since he hasn't played since the Xbox.
Yeah. It's like I only play COD in Discord chats with certain friends. Okay, you're cut away. But...
You made a comment about being overweight.
Oh. I'm more going off of my doctor. And even my
carry
doctor.
capacity.
Yeah. Oh. Carry. Yeah.
Not physical weight.
No.
The blue bar is almost full.
What is
Yes. Oh, favor. Press a Dwemer key to open a specific lock if you are interested. After you deliver your report to KS, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to the Dwemer ruins.
It's how you get down to the area where it's got the ghosts.
Ah.
Which you don't really need to do.
Okay.
Just like, hey, if you want to get down there.
Oh,
What can I do for you,
so I
friend?
know, like, Talos was they chose, the Nords made him into one of the 9.
No, the Imperials did.
Oh, and then they went back on it because of the Aldemir Dominion.
We're like, hey, get that shit out of there or we'll fucking attack you again.
So, my question is, where, I know, if I remember right, Akatosh is basically Alduin, like the counter opposite, right? If I remember that right?
In what sense?
Because Akatosh is a dragon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. He is seen with both a human and a dragon head. Because it's the idea of like the way they got the Nords to worship the divines is by saying like, oh yeah, like Alduin is actually Akatosh. Like okay.
Something I can do for you?
Basically, appropriating people through like appropriate kind
Being
of
like your religion's actually our religion. You just don't know it. You know, the thing that happens in real life. But yeah, like, and what else would you talking about?
No, I was just thinking about like the basically how like each of the gods represents something, like because RK is
Like the cycle of life. And it's more like that RK is the anti-corruption of life, like to ensure that people live and die. And then necromancers break that, which is why in Oblivion and Skyrim there's the Revenant Moon, which is where the Worm King goes over. Where it's basically where one of the moons goes over RK, so that his power is weaker, and that's supposed to be the Revenant Moon, and that's when necromancy is the strongest. And
So
that's caused by the King of Worms when he became a god.
interesting. So like so the moons represent certain things.
No. Well, faces the moon, yes. But like the moons are the body of fuck. Why the fuck can I not remember this? Like I completely blank. But it's like Lorcain. They're the body of Lorcain because he was killed after he made Nirn. Like the two moons are the two halves of his body. And there are planets in the solar system around Nirn that are basically the bodies of the 8 divines.
All right then, I'm listening.
That's why, like, one of the moons gets in the way of RK, it makes it the Revenant Moon, which is where necromancers are stronger.
Okay.
Like, then the 8 divines are physical bodies in the solar system, just like how Lorcain's body is the moon's.
Okay.
But it also applies to the Daedra. Like, their realms are different planets.
Oh, so like when you're traveling to their basic plane of existence, you're traveling
It's
to another
both their
planet.
body and a planet kind of thing. It's like, it is them.
Yes, Outlander.
So kind of like Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes, basically. Like, that's basically the best way to represent it, where it's like they are both their physical presence and that celestial body.
Interesting.
Like, they don't really talk about that much, but it's like that's kind of basically the way it is. Because like I've seen like a picture where it's like it's the solar system of Nirn, where it's got like Nirn in the middle and the moons, and then it's got all the different Daedric Lord planets and all the 8 divines and stuff. And then it's got like the outside shell where it goes into Aetherius.
6th house. That's a variant prophecy. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we heard about this prophecy. We want to see if you fulfill it.
He also said the inscription. And I've delivered my report. Ashlanders. Nope. Orders.
Like, one of the times he's going to ask you if you want to join the Blades.
Trying to find the one that...
Yeah, I know. This is also something I definitely don't miss from Morrowind, where it's just like, okay, which option do I have to pick to advance the quest? Okay. But yeah, like I've said, like I know more of the metaphysical stuff of Elder Scrolls lore than like the
So-
actual like lore stuff.
So the planet is Nern.
Mm-hmm.
So Nernroot is
It's just called that.
okay.
Like it's just the name. It's probably implied that it's basically like has some deeper connection to the to Nern itself, but they never really talk about that in the games.
Okay, I've tried.
That's the one guy's quest.
Right.
Check the quest for Caius, like in your thing, in your journal.
Told me to find. Now I'll take it to him and return it to me. I gave him the box, and now he says he'll tell me what I need to. Oh, I just didn't talk to him about it, about the guy. That's what I did. My bad.
Ah, yeah. See, it's stuff like that where it's just like, oh, I didn't say the right thing to the right person. Okay, now I have to go find that person again.
Well, I know where he's at, so.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that kind of like, because I tried to play the first Fallout game, and that was one of the things that kind of turned me off. Is that it's like, you have to know what to say to certain people.
I've never really used the type in text option to beat that game.
Oh.
Because it's just there's so few options to do it, and I'm like, I don't care.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Like I played Fallout 1 like twice, Fallout 2 once because it's a lot longer. But like I played Fallout 3 in New Vegas and 4 a lot.
None from me.
I believe a reborn. Telecast short purpose and ask about native face and okay, so I gotta go tell him about somebody.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
You click, click, click. Make sure I fucking cut.
Yeah, like I remember like this basically being how I did conversations in Morrowind, where it's just like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Like okay, there we go.
I'm happy that they switched to a much more simplified system on that.
Yeah, like simplified in this sense is not bad. Like be like, people are like, well, it doesn't allow for more. Like it's more, like,
Role play.
yeah, it's like I don't care to the point where it's monotonous. I like to play the game, not read a book.
Exactly. Like if I want to read into it, I will read into it when I
Yeah, like
have the
it's
time.
not like I don't read enough. The game has books that I'll sit down and read.
This is this is dumber architecture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's basically like Adobe, probably made with ash, which is why it's kind of gray.
Okay.
But I don't, just implied kind of thing where it's like, that's what makes sense.
Give me. Oh, updated.
Okay.
Gave and seemed well enough. Please, however, now you'll have something else for me to do. Orders. I glanced and they cover the 6th Marine, not the cult. Hop on over to the Mage's Guild right next to the fire. Talk to so and so. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this game, you are sent here as a willing agent of the Emperor, right?
No,
No, just another.
you're in prison. They're like, hey, you fit the description of what we want. We're sending you here.
Ah. Whereas,
Like-
like, in Oblivion, it's like you're the prophecy. It's like,
Happenstance. Nope, not even in Oblivion. It's just happenstance. You're a regular person who becomes.
huh.
Like, it's just, you happen to be there. You happen to be the person who's there. Like, that's it.
That's weird.
Like in Daggerfall, you're literally friends with the Emperor, and he's like, I have a mission for you, and he sends you off to Daggerfall to find out why a king's ghost is haunting a city.
There's a tomb to the south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before you reach the fort, where you need an enchanted blade. Some spirits are immune to normal weapons. Here, take this. Short sword, old short sword, and maybe some scrolls will come in handy. Okay.
Yeah, like all but Arena and Skyrim technically, the Emperor sends you either by force or by asking you to start the main quest. Like in Daggerfall and Morrowind and Oblivion,
Your action.
like he's there being like, hey, you got to go do this.
All right.
Like in Daggerfall, it's because you're friends and he's asking a favor of you. In Morrowind, it's because you're just a random prisoner who fits the descriptions of what they need. And in Oblivion, it's just you're there and you're the one he saw in prophecy. So it's like you're the person who's supposed to do this. Like you just happen to be there.
I'm gonna guess that using the giant flea to travel.
Oh yeah.
would
You can also
probably-
travel at the Mages Guild. The Mages Guild has fast travel
Oh, it does.
to certain places, and it'll send you to the Mage Guild.
Oh, okay. Is there one in Pelagiad?
Pelagia?
Yeah.
No, it's a small town.
Okay, so yeah, flea is the best way, because it's the mission is southwest of Pelagiad, towards the starting town.
Hmm.
So basically, the best way to get there would be to go to use the Silt Strider.
Yep.
I remember its name. Giant flea.
Well, that's what it is. But it's called the Still Strider.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Because most people probably don't know, but flea's legs are very long.
Oh, I know. I've dealt with fleas before.
We make a
I mean, you
special
don't see them,
trip
like,
for
close
you,
up.
same low
No,
price.
but I did because of dealing with fleas, I did research on fleas.
Mm.
That is how I if I have a problem, I do research.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what? We're going to the I am have a lot of weight. I'm gonna go talk to the trader in this town.
Yeah.
I need to sell some stuff to lower my carry.
Just so you know, also feather does not increase your max carry weight. It decreases the weight of things you're carrying.
Okay.
So like if you find stuff that gives you feather, like that could help.
Barter.
This is the guy you got a discount with too. So let's see if he buys your coins.
Ah. He does. There's the plate.
I'd say buy a bunch of scrolls if you need to.
That's what I'm thinking. This one. The Argent Glow. Which we discussed last time.
Yeah, like we found out last. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'll look it up. It's like, and for like now I can't remember. I think it's supposed to be like the glow between the barrier between the Ethereus and the real world.
Yep. That's what I think it was, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what that is. Let's go look it up. Because, not everyone knows everything. And research exists for a reason.
Yep. That's why like a lot of people are starting to hit that point where they're like, do your own research. I'm done trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's like whatever, look it up yourself. But the problem is like preference blindness, where it's like a person will only look up what they want to know.
Right. They only want to prove their point, not
Mm-hmm.
yours.
Or corrections. Because like it seems to be fairly common where people are like, I don't want to be wrong. That's bad. Like I'd sell a spear at like
Well,
it weighs 14 pounds.
the issue is that I'm still like I'm at almost 3,000 gold, and he only has 800.
I'd say yeah, just buy all his scrolls because those are lightweight and you can sell them later. Basically, treat them as like fiat currency, where it's like I'm or like an IOU note.
Yeah, and it's like I'm gonna get. It's like I do have 14 hammers. That might also be causing a.
Yeah. Also, you are wearing heavy armor, so.
Yep, I know. That is also why I'm also trying to increase my strength.
Yeah.
Because I don't really. I can't. I'm trying to buy stuff, not sell stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to take one of the darts back. Close enough. Also, the dart only weighs a fourth of a pound.
Yeah.
Spells. Let's buy some restoration stuff. Barter. Just like, oh hey, scrap metal. That's 10 pounds.
Oh yeah. All Dwemer stuff in this game weighs a ton. Just so you know.
Yep. Book on Morrowind. No, Wait.
I don't know.
That's just
Usually not a good idea to sell notes. Just in
tax
general.
record. It's a minor amount of weight, and it's from the dead tax guy. So.
Which the quest you already completed.
Yep. I just have a shit ton of potions.
Did you want to use the spear? Or?
No, we're gonna sell that. I know the spear could help increase my
Endurance. But your endurance is almost max.
Yeah, so there's no point.
Yeah. So I think the main issue that seems to be occurring is that you don't know enough to ask the right questions about all the weird shit I know.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see.
Yes, Outlander?
I mean, I kind of there is somebody I want in this game that I want to talk to, but I kind of want to wait until we get to him to talk about him.
Vivek.
No. We were dealing with Dwemer Ruins.
Oh, the dwarf.
Yeah.
Yagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty interesting. Like one of the things you can do that I'm pretty sure you're not going to do is like you can bring him a Dwemer book of like about the Numidium, and he'd be like, "Hey, can you translate this for me?" He's like, "No, I will not," because he's like, "Our knowledge is way too dangerous for other people to have." It's like I don't want it falling into the hands of people who don't even have any idea what it really is.
Andrano, Ancestral Tomb. Okay.
I think it's on the coast to the left.
Oh, like that way?
Like follow the coast up like northeast.
Okay, so I am heading in the general direction that I should.
From what I remember. If it's
Dead.
the right one.
Dead. Die.
Unless I'm thinking, because I know there's one tomb that's pretty close to Saint where it's got the Ring of the Apprentice, which is usually the first thing I go to get if I'm playing a mage.
Yeah,
'Cause
that sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Ring of the Apprentice.
Because
Jesus,
I think it fortifies Magicka and stuff, which is helpful for a mage. No, like if you're wondering where, like I meant like the actual coastline,
Oh,
not like the road.
okay.
It's basically when you're leaving Citadine and go left, and follow the coast from there.
Okay.
Like north.
So let's see. Obviously, Nords are based off of
Vikings, yeah.
Viking Norse culture.
Mhm.
Imperials are Roman, if I remember right.
Roman or Greek, really. It's kind of interchangeable, but mostly Roman because Legion.
Yep. Trying to think of.
There are cultural representation equals. Like the Aldmars are Japan, like feudal Japan. Mm-hmm. Like the idea of perfectionists, and just like the idea of physical perfection.
Oh, it's an egg mine. No wonder. I'm like, what the fuck is that doing there?
And
So yeah, that makes sense.
basically like the Japanese ideal of perfection in all things.
But it seems but they all are more magic perfection, right?
Yeah, but they do physical stuff like all the Thalmor Justicars are like those are sword mate they're spell swords.
Right.
So it's like Problem is you seem to navigate outside the walls at night. So it makes you're going in the completely opposite direction.
Oh, really?
I said, okay, go to Saint-Denis, and as you're leaving it, turn left. Follow the coastline north. And I believe there should be a tomb
Like right there.
like a ways up.
Okay. Just doing the one thing that a lot of people yell at me for, where it's like trying to keep track of.
Like you seem to not understand north, south, east, and west.
No, I actually need a compass.
Yeah.
Because the issue is that I am not actually physically in the world. I actually have a very innate ability to know what direction is which in the real world.
And see, like you and me are opposites. I'm like, I could be like, all right, go this way. And you're like, like if I could see it, I can go there. Like it doesn't like but like if you ask me which directions which way and like how to get here from there or even street names, I'll be like,
Exactly. If you can get me a street name and we're like randomly somewhere, at least in Michigan. Obviously, if I'm in another place, I might not be able to get us somewhere. But you get me a street name, I'll be like, I know where we're going.
Yeah, which I've realized is definitely a count of my aphasia. Aphantasia.
Yeah.
Or for people who don't know what that is, it's the lack of a mind's eye, which means I have no internal visual imagination. Which I'm surprised, like I only found out I have like maybe a year and a half ago. Like I did not know it was a thing. I'm like, oh, okay. So other people don't can actually see things when they imagine things? Okay. I always thought it was just like imagine. Like, okay, I'm imagining.
Yep. Nope. That's why that's why it's like for me it sucks having my style of imagination but not having the ability to draw.
Well, I can't draw either. And also aphantasia is not linked to not being able to draw because kind of thing or dream. Like I would describe my dreams as basically a rough outline of what is happening, but I experience it as if it was actual day, like kind of thing. Like imagine if everything was wireframe, but it looked normal to you. Yeah, like that's the closest I could describe my dreams being.
No, I just realized like I had light armor go up, and I just realized I have light
Because your
armor.
boots.
Yeah.
Save the game.
In a second.
Yep. I'm making a point to remind you like every couple of minutes.
Yep.
And most people probably don't know because like that stream was like an hour long.
Yeah, and
Last Thursday.
Yeah, and I literally
We
died.
lost like an hour worth of gameplay because Lewis misclicked and picked something up he wasn't supposed to in the Mages Guild and got attacked by everyone.
Which was just that alone was just terrifying because it's just like
It was just like
magical energy everywhere.
I picked up this magic soul gem and there's like 5 ghosts around me. Yep, you're in the Mages Guild, fucker. Yeah, you seem to be going the right way now.
Yeah, this
Basically follow the coast north. Yep, right there. There you go.
Nope.
But there is something in there. From what I do believe, there is an item in there.
Okay.
It's not the one you're looking for.
All right. I'm gonna save it. And this is where we're gonna.
There is either a ghost or a bone lord in there.
Okay. But yeah, this is where we're gonna call it for the night.
Oh, okay.
Because Kim has work. So right now she's actually sleeping on the couch, and I told her I'd get it done. I'd call it around 11:30.
Okay.
Just because, she's
considerate.
Well, I don't know if I told you she's working at basically the daycare center that Lily goes to, and she deals with like 2 to 3 year olds, but not Lily.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah. So, like, quit Morrowind. Mess hall.
I hope people are at least a little bit entertained by me rambling on about random shit.
No, that's actually one of the things that it's like, even if we're not like always on point.
Yeah, we got on a couple tangents.
Boss man, why you show up now? We're ending.
Bad timing.
But I shaved.
Every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday, yep. So we're gonna raid Micromanager, who actually is appreciative of old RPGs. He's actually currently playing Valheim. So
like around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yep, 8:39. Just got here. I know, buddy. I know. So we're gonna send some love to Micro. But appreciate you stopping by, boss man. Hope hope your toe is feeling better. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we do 7 Days to Die, and it's the second Horde night. So yeah,
Have fun with that.
definitely. See you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, I know. Basically that was my questions were about the races, and like I just spaced.
That's fine.
But that's why I was
It's not like we weren't talking about anything kind of thing.
Yeah.